Well, hello. Nice to see you again. Welcome back to the Humble Horologist channel. My name is Anthony, and we're going to talk about watches not made in China. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. And I'll tell you what, it's good to be here. I've been doing other things, if you haven't noticed. I haven't been making any watch videos for a good while. And the reason is I've been making other videos. I've been making a video twice a day. That is every day of the normal week, and then 5 little shorts also. So, I've been making a lot of content on my other channel called The Humble Word. Get it? The Humble Horologist? The Humble Word. and that's because my other side of me, my other personality, is in ministry, because I am a former pastor, maybe again, and I just had that itch. It's been like 3 years since I pastored a church, and so I just wanted to start something where I could use what God has given me in that area and just sort of try to stay sharper and not get completely rusty at teaching and preaching and all that good stuff. So if you ever want to check it out, hey, I would love for you to check it out. And if you for no other reason, just to be curious, and let me know that you stopped by, and that would be great. Well, anyway, I want to talk about something that has affected every one of us, and that is the tariffs. Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics of tariffs like other channels have done. I want to talk about what it has led to in my thinking, and maybe it might help you. And what is that? Well, if you are a budget watch collector, here's one. Budget. Great budget watch. You know what this is? This is, I don't know why I'm looking at it. I know what it is. This is a Casio MDV 106B, the Duro, okay? Classic watch. You know where it's made? Japan. It's not made in China. And there are a lot of brands, a lot of watches that are not homage watches and are not made in communist China. Now, don't go saying, oh, that's what it is. It's just a political thing you're trying. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I think you and I have been lulled into, have been suckered into in some cases, and you can't blame them for doing it. But we have been drawn like a fly to a spider web, okay, by the low prices and high quality, relatively speaking, of these homage watches that would come out of China. Specifically watches like San Martin, Pagani Design, Bernie, Militato. It just goes on and on and on. Yet, if you just paid just a little more, you could get watches, but aren't made in a country that is our, if you're in America, our geopolitical adversary. So, wouldn't it be good to use this tariff situation as an opportunity to sort of wean ourselves off of this dependency on Chinese watches? Can I get a witness? Okay. There are other brands. There are American brands. I understand that there are watches, great watches that have their cases and other things like that made in China. But that's something that's almost, we are not going to get away from for anything that is not a major brand. But when it comes to the company that's making the watches, when it comes to the movements and everything else, why not look at other options? So use this time is all I'm saying. Use this time to look around. Casio. Timex. Have you seen what Timex is doing? They're coming out with some really nice watches. Also, there's other things that you could look at. Like one I want to show you, Swatch. Did you know Swatch is actually still making watches? And you know what? There's plenty of those out there on the used market. And here's another thing. I think that one of the problems we've had with the watch industry is that they're always wanting us to buy the newest one. And as collectors, don't we want to? Do you know there's watches that go back years that we would still love if we just looked for them and bought those instead of the newest models? And we could still talk about them on our channels, on Facebook, and on our groups, and all that type of stuff, and still have a good time enjoying watches that are not from China. So what do you think? I'm going to show you in the next video, because I've taken too long on this, and it's been so long since I've talked with you guys, I just had to ramble, I guess. But in the next video, which I will film directly right after this one and release it later, I'm going to actually show you a watch from Swatch that caught my eye at a doctor's office. And it's out of production. But you can still find them along with others. And if I could get one, heck yeah, I'd wear it. And it's not made in China. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't, why don't you go ahead and subscribe if you like what you see, even though it's been a while. And check out my other channel. I'll leave a link below in the description of this video. And tune into the next video, because we're going to look at this Swatch that I think is an absolute cool timepiece. See you then. And remember, watches are replaceable, but time is not.